Spacey Sims, and we're back with more Ephemeral, and we are going to start our new route today, and we are going to start Nagi's route because he's just next in line. So, and he played a prominent role in Shiba's route, so I feel like why not? Plus just the order. And now I'm well aware that there's 20 parts. Okay, anyway. And because I'm going to forget, I'm going to tell you so you can remind me, even though it's not going to help because I'm recording this before you're ever going to see it. But I figured out skipping, you hit the control key. So now we know. And I guess I'm telling you because maybe by me telling you, I'll remember when it comes time to doing the other endings. And we need to learn. I need to go, how do I do this? Instead of click, click, I can just hit the control key. So now I'm planting it in my brain. I'm going to forget, but, you know, I'm telling you. So that when I forget, you can be like, yep, nope, she forgot. Anyway, episode 1. The Other Side of the Invisible. The one I chose to be my partner is the Invisible Man, Nagi. Do you really want to choose me? He looks at me anxiously. What? Of course. Oh, if it doesn't bother you. I'm not bothered by it. It's just... and never mind. And nice to meet you, Spacey. Nagi's smile is so tender that makes me want to smile with him. That it makes me want to smile with him, I think. Would be better? Okay. Later, after I finished my first day of classes, I was given a tour of the school campus by Nagi. Here's the first music classroom, and on the opposite side is a laboratory. What did you do in the laboratory? What do you do? No, what did you do? Oh, anyway. We do a lot of things, like dissecting. Dissecting what? Frogs and rats, I think. Apparently we used to dissect living humans. But not anymore. Jesus. Oh! Yeah. Oh! Okay. I wouldn't want to dissect frogs or rats, let alone living humans. I read in a book that they may be a different race, but they looked similar to us. And the library's further down. I often stay there after school. There are a lot of books there. Would you like to take a look? Yes, I do. Then just follow me. Following Nagi's lead, I start walking down the hallway. I entered a library for the first time in my life, and it was a large place filled with bookshelves. Apparently no one was there, and it was so quiet that only our footsteps echoed in the room. Wow, no one's here? That's unusual. Well, I guess it just makes it easier to show you around. Wow, there are books everywhere. There's so many books, I don't think I'll be able to read all of them during my lifetime. Maybe. All kinds of books you can imagine are here. For example, oh, yeah. There are books about all sorts of races. Your race, about zombies, or... Really? I want to read that! But the zombies written in this book, they look nothing like you. Totally different? I've read that book before out of interest. In it, it said zombies are rotten and smell terrible and look hideous. That they really are the living dead. Living dead? So I was surprised when I first saw you. You're pretty beautiful. Aw, he's blushing. Nagi shifted his eyes away from me, and his cheeks turned slightly pink. He might have, like, the lolly boy saucer eyes, but I kind of do like him a little. Like, I think I like all the characters in this. Like, they did a good job with our boyfriendos in this. Like, not gonna lie. For a game that, okay, again, it's not really mixed reviews anymore. Like, people have, now it's trending upward, but at the time when I bought it because I was like, this looks pretty cool, and the art looks nice, and then I was like, oh, people don't like it, and then I was like, all right, it goes in the mixed review pile, and now it's more positive. I don't know, maybe they did an update, because I don't think the translation is terrible. It's awkward. And it's not, like, the most in-depth, gripping story, you know what I mean? Especially because, was it a mobile game? Was this the one that was a mobile game first? Like, I don't know, but, you know, they're not usually, like, they have shorter chapters, like this does, and they're not usually, like, let's get really, you know what I mean? There's, like, a plot line, but it's easily resolved. They're just quick reads, you know? They're like short stories in a way, as opposed to like, here's a novel. Or sometimes games are like, here's an 8-pack of book, like we're going through like the fucking everything, and you're like, there's a lot. Is this a romance game or is it a history book? I'm not sure what's happening here. You know what I mean? So, but I don't really think it's that bad. Again, $40, questionable. Price is the only thing I question on it, but on a sale, yeah. Artwork's nice, the backgrounds are pretty, the story's not bad, translation's fine. Like, it's maybe not the best game ever, but it's not like, oh god, this is terrible. You know, it's in the, like, solid pile. Like, it's pretty good. I had fun so far. Anyway, I think that book is around here somewhere. When my mouse clicks. Oh, right. We have to click down here. I forgot. There's only one copy. And... oh. There's only one copy, and so it had cannot borrow stamped on it. Oh, here it is. Aw, and our first CG, he's reading books to us. Look at this page. See, his eyes are almost as saucery as ours. Wow, what an extreme illustration. I don't think we get that hideous. And there aren't any zombies at school, and as you can see, they're described as such in this book. So I think there are many students who believe that this book is accurate. When you appeared in the classroom, you were so beautiful that I was surprised too and thought you were a mermaid like the others. I see. Zombies aren't that hideous, and we're similar to you too. No, you are totally different from us. You're really beautiful and have a good smell. Eh? I've never seen such a beautiful girl like you before. Well, okay, you're coming on a little strong, Nagi. Nagi, who had slowly come very close, suddenly distanced himself and bashfully blushed. You're totally different from the image of a zombie I thought of. Like, I really do like his sprite. He's super adorable, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't like the Lolly Boys, but I kind of love him. Like, he's adorable. I just want to squeeze him. And this is a good example to tell us that we can't know everything just from reading books. I seem to see Nagi's eyes sparkling. Nagi, do you like to study? Yeah, I like it. Maybe a little different from like, or... I just trust the knowledge will never betray me. Betray you? The friends, lover, family, social positions, status, and property, all of those will leave you one day. Only knowledge will stay with me till the end of my life. Unless you end up with dementia, then that's gonna go too. But pretend I didn't say anything, Nagi. It's fine. No knowledge. You'll always have it. Looks awkwardly. So, I don't hate studying and gaining knowledge. When I put my head to one side to express my confusion, Nagi tenderly smiles at me again. So, I wonder if you can teach me something about yourself. Oh, of course. What do you want to know? Well, let me see. Is it true that zombies will infect another race? Do you mean that we'll let others become zombies? No, we won't. Maybe we will, but it's all fine because we have some medicine. Medicine? Is that preventing others from being infected? I think so. I've been taking the medicine since I was little. And this is also something different from what the book said. What does that book say about us? It said that there's no method to prevent the infection, so zombies are sheltered from this world. Sheltered? I think this is true. I was told not to leave the town. Really? If that's true, how did you come to our school? I don't know. I knew I wanted to come to this school as soon as I found out about it, but my grandma also said that it's impossible for me to enter the school. I also didn't know how to find a connection. However, one day an admission notice was sent to my home suddenly. I was so surprised. It sounds like someone in this school let you get out of the town. By the way, since you said the medicine can help prevent the infection, that means the source of the infection exists inside of your body, right? What's the characteristic of a zombie? That's... I think about that for a while. Please don't make this a choice question, because... right now I'm not decaying and I look the same as everyone else. But when I get older, my body will start to decay and finally become a skeleton. What? My beauty's only when I'm still young. Yeah, my grandma told me that. I see. So a zombie's characteristic is to rot away when they get older. Okay. According to this book, you can only live about 200 years old. Is that true? That's not true. My grandma has lived at least twice that. Twice? Oh, I call her my grandma, but she's actually my great-grandma. My actual grandma has died. My actual grandma has dead. Is dead or has died. Game. That means your great-grandma lived longer? Your grandma... Did she die from a disease, or... No, as I knew, she killed herself. My parents also did the same thing. Getting older and decaying is the characteristic of a zombie, but it seems that many zombies can't accept that. They all killed themselves before their bodies had become decayed. What? Why? I don't know. Why would they do that to themselves? I don't understand what could be so terrible to make everyone want to kill themselves. Yeah. I mean, they talk about... Is it just me? Do you feel weird when they're like, I don't know what would make people want to kill themselves? And they're so nonchalant about it. And like, I get it's a totally different thing, but it's just like, that's a really heavy topic. And I just feel like we're kind of glossing over it like it's like, I like pink. You know, it's just, you're glossing over it like, hey, the sun's out. Or like we're talking about the weather. And I'm just like, it just feels weird to me. I don't know. Like, I know they're not trying to be like, but it makes me feel weird. Like, I feel weird when I'm reading this, like, oh, who knows? And it's like, again, it's like we're having a conversation about the weather and like it doesn't matter. And it's like, it's such a heavy topic. And yet you're glossing over it, and it makes me feel weird when I read it. Like I'm just shrugging, like, whatevs? And it's not how I feel, but it's like, you know, like, do you get that? Like, when you're listening to this, you're like, they're just, we're really just flying right by that? Like, I don't know. It just makes me feel weird every time she brings it up. Like, I know that's the backstory they put in here, but, like, that's my question. Like, you could have kind of done it differently, or maybe just not made it seem like, again, like you're talking about the weather. Like, oh, hey, zombies all killed themselves. No idea why. Anyway, how about lunch? What? I don't know. Like, they play it weird, and it makes me slightly uncomfortable. What was I saying? Like, Nagi put his hand near his cheeks and seemed to think about something deeply. Nagi? What's wrong? Oh, no, sorry, nothing. I just thought that all the knowledge I learned about zombies is totally incorrect. Hey, can I ask you about yourself now? Me? Yeah, it's my first time to see an invisible man. Not just an invisible people. It's my first time seeing other races besides zombies. I heard that the director of this campus is an invisible man too, so I wanted to see him as well. You want to know more about the invisible man? I somehow feel a little embarrassed to hear you say that. The invisible man can make himself disappear, right? Yes, like this. Nagi closed his eyes, and in an instant he was gone, like he had dissolved into the air. Nagi? I hurriedly looked around. I'm here. Wow! When I turn to the voice, I can only see the book about zombies floating in the air. There is a ghost! We know it's Nagi. Like, there is a ghost! The book! Nagi, are you standing there? Woohoo! Come on. The book! Nagi! You're standing there? Yes, you can't see me, right? It's amazing! You really disappeared! I am an invisible man, after all. That means you can disappear whenever you want? Yes, I can. Nagi, you have such a sweet face, and you're gonna be that perv spying on me in the shower, ain't you? I mean, Shiba already took a bath with me in dog form and remembered it, so I'm just saying. Like... Nagi reappeared as he put the book away on the shelf. That, he was like, at the time I was a wolf, so I didn't know what was happening. It was after I came back from being a wolf that I remembered. Although he played it off like, wait, what? You know what I mean? In the very beginning? He wasn't like, dog! No! He was like, wait, what, you found a dog? Oh, shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it almost seemed like he didn't know, but then later they explained, oh, no, he remembered when he came back from wolf form, you know? So, like, we can kind of forgive him for that first time, but, like, Nagi, if you could turn invisible and spy on me while I'm changing, like, there's really no excuse for that other than you being a little perv, but... Well, what did you think? Wow, it was amazing! Gosh, kinda tickles seeing you so happy about it. For me, this ability isn't a big deal. I love this version of his sprite. He's so adorable when he stands like this. I don't know. It's my favorite. I just want him to stand like this forever. You're so lucky. I want to have a wonderful ability like that. Hey, can you disappear again? Sure, no problem. Nagi melted into the air again. It's amazing. I can't find where he... Huh? I thought I wouldn't be able to see him, but I seem to feel something floating in the air. Wait, Nagi, where are you going? What? When I hurriedly ran in the direction, Nagi appeared with a surprised voice. Oh, you really did move there. I was surprised because you moved away suddenly. Nagi? Why can you... I had made myself invisible, right? Well, yeah? Then how did you know where I was? You shouldn't be able to see me. I can't say for sure, but I felt something moving in the air. In the air? I don't know how to explain, but even if I can't see you, somehow I can feel you. I'm saying something weird, right? I'm sorry. No, but what do you mean you can't see me, but you can feel me? You really are truly surprising. I couldn't help but stare at the happily smiling Nagi. Well, I think we should go back now. Let's walk together to the dormitory. Okay? This is my first time experiencing the outside world, so I feel anxious, but I can feel much more excitement in my heart. Actually, this first chapter seemed a little long. It could have just been because I was yakking through it, I don't know, but whatever. Behind the smile. Or did we get through 3 chapters? I can't remember how many chapters we managed in a normal part. Well, anyway. The next day... Oh, I'm late. I just went to the toilet in the break time between classes, but once I came back, no one was in the classroom. I suddenly recalled that the next lecture was an optional course. What I chose was a course about human beings called The Science of Humans. Nagi told me that course would be taught in the chemistry lab. But the chemistry laboratory, where is it? Nagi guided me around the whole campus yesterday, but it's so spacious that I still can't remember all the places. I ran out in a hurry, but stopped suddenly. The hallway separated in 2 directions. Which one? Right or left? Don't make me choose. The choice is simple, but if I pick the wrong one, I'll definitely be late. I should have asked Nagi to wait for me. Right as I was giving up hope. Grab. Huh? I finally found you. Nagi? The one who grasped my shoulder from my back is Nagi. From behind, I'm assuming. He ran here and was breathless. What? Why are you here? I didn't see you, so I thought you might have left first. But you weren't there when I got to the laboratory, so I thought you might have gotten lost. I'm glad I found you. You mean, you went looking for me? He was so breathless, he must have looked everywhere. It's my job to support you at school. It's only your 2nd day, so you must have been scared. Sorry for leaving you alone like that. He's so sweet. Nagi's hand felt very hot as he held mine gently. This way, let's go. Nagi? Thank you. You're welcome. When we opened the door to the lab, a familiar face looked over at us and waved. Oh, hey, you made it. Good job, Nagi, you found her. I do still love Shiba, too. Yes, thank you for earlier. Earlier? I didn't know where you were, so I asked Shiba to look for your scent. My scent? Shiba can do that? Yep. Pretty convenient, isn't it? Having a nose of a dog. I'm not a dog, I'm a wolf! Good on you to come here in a hurry, but sad news. It's self-study today. Don't ignore me! Self-study? What does that mean? The teacher of this course is tackling another problem and can't come to teach us. Tackling another problem? Probably some idiot somewhere caused some trouble. Some trouble? Like what? Something like taking a bite out of another student or eating other students' souls. Which one would it be this time? Why are you always going on about eating others? What? That's pretty serious, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I hope it just ends in expulsion. But if it's bad, they might even be erased out of existence. If you're gonna do something, you should make sure you don't get caught. It's stupid to throw your future away on a whim. If you're gonna eat souls, make sure you have a backup plan. Like, hide, you got an alibi, some shit, whatever. God, it's like these people don't know. I fucking love her. That is the point. I really like this class, too. I'm sad it's been canceled today. Seriously? I like self-study better. You don't like studying much, do you? That's because I'm not as smart as you. Wow, I knew that too. It's annoying when I hear that from you. Why did you choose human science, Shiba? Ray and Natsume are at a different lecture, right? Oh, well, that's because I thought I could just ask Nagi to do my reports if I'm with him. The worst reason. Shut up. And you? Why'd you choose human science? Are you interested in human beings? I am interested in human beings. I wanted to be with Nagi. I am interested in human beings sounds like true, but I wanted to be with Nagi seems like it might actually get you more points with him. But, at the same time, saying that I'm interested in... Because... Okay, so you would think, I want to be with Nagi. Sounds like a legit choice, right? Hey, that's going to get you points with him. But Nagi likes to study and likes knowledge. So, I mean... Yeah... I don't want to get a bad choice here already, so I'm, really thinking hard. I just... Do we go with the... Okay, I think with Nagi, this I feel like is a trick. I wanted to be with Nagi. Oh, he might like that, but I feel like because he specifically said knowledge will never leave you, that if you're like, I just wanted to be with him, he's like, what? But if you're like, I want to learn about humans, ooh, you like knowledge. I feel like, I think the knowledge answers are better than the butt kissing him. Oh, okay. I'm interested in human beings. Oh? Since Nagi's interested in them, I wanted to learn about them too. What? That just sounds like you're more interested in Nagi than humans. Yep, it sure does. What? Did I say anything weird? Nagi seemed to be shocked. Oh, sorry, bird. I was just adjusting my feet. Scare the crap out of him. Oh, yeah. How about Erica? Why did you choose this lecture? Oh, such a sudden change in subject. I didn't. I just wanted to know. Probably something like she wants to eat human souls someday. Wow, you actually guessed right, Sheba. Don't you think it's wonderful? The soul of human beings? They say they're supposed to be delicious. I really hope I can eat one someday. You've only been talking about eating since we've got here. Girls like to eat, right, Spacey? Ultimately, we didn't do any self-study and just kept talking together. Phew, that was fun. And for someone who was all like, I'm sad it's been canceled today, seemed to enjoy yourself a lot. Sheba, just out of curiosity, that annoying way of talking isn't your imitation of me, is it? Because if it is, I'll give you the pleasure of disappearing via black magic. What? Who? Me? Never! I didn't make a single imitation of Erica, did I, Nagi? Compared to Sheba, who's smiling with fear, Erica reveals a big smile. While Nagi laughs, I also smile next to him. This is really so much fun. I'm really glad I came here. Erica, Sheba, Nagi, they all treat me so kindly. Grandma always told me that the outside world is scary, but I don't think so at all. I think Grandma really worried too much. Bump. Oh. Whoops! A male student suddenly collides with Nagi from behind. Nagi fell down by the sudden impact, but the male student just looks down at Nagi coldly. Nagi, are you okay? Oh, I'm fine.
What? Were you standing there? Sorry, I didn't see you.
What?
Who are you apologizing to? Oh, Nagi, I didn't see you there.
What is this attitude? Oh, because, like, invisible men are, like, lower on the totem pole.
You need to make yourself more noticeable, otherwise you'll just keep causing us trouble. Huh, can't agree with you more.
Hey, you! And Spacey, just forget it. As my voice starts to shake with anger at their completely unapologetic attitude, Nagi hurriedly holds me back. I'm fine, so please don't say anything. But as we talk, the male students continue to laugh vulgarity. Laugh vulgarity. I'm like, spew vulgarities, I guess is what I was thinking, but laugh vulgarly and continued on their way. I'm sorry to let you worry about me, but I'm fine, really. Nagi wipes the dirt away from his pants and stands up, gives me a tender smile.
Nagi, are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you. Why didn't you say anything back to them? It's obviously their fault. I also think so. You should just kill them.
How can you say that with a smile?
I'm fine. It's nothing new. Nothing new? And my rank as an invisible man is low, so things like that happen all the time. And getting angry and upset every time something like that happens is a demerit for me? That sounds like they're docking him points, but like, as opposed to like, it's not good for me to do it. Well, I don't know. The rank? But the teacher told me that discrimination is prohibited at school.
Oh, the homeroom teacher also emphasized that to me. Well, on the surface it is.
What do you mean?
They did the same thing to you too on the first day. They threw insults and looked at you weird just because you're a zombie.
That's... At this school, open rank discrimination is prohibited. But the strong stepping all over the weak is the rule of this world. But things like this happen all the time where the teachers aren't looking. And something similar caused the human science class to be canceled today. Even more horrible things happen where the lights don't shine. I never thought of that. Well, don't worry. I won't let anyone do that to you. You're my important friend. I'll protect you. Thank you. Thanks to Erica's explanation, I kind of understand how the ranks work now, but that doesn't mean I should overlook any attacks against Nagi.
Hey, those two, aren't they the idiots that came after you before? You're still holding that grudge against you for getting better grades, huh? What a bunch of losers.
And they didn't do anything that might actually kill me yet, so... Really, I'm fine. And thank you for getting angry for me, Spacey. Nagi... Anyway, if they're gonna make a rule, they should make sure everyone follows it more thoroughly. If they have had done that. Oh. If they would have done that. If they have had done that. If they would have done that. If they would have done that, those idiots wouldn't have the guts to do that to you. But thanks to the prohibition of discrimination, I can study here. Even if I can't get rid of all these annoying little troubles, I still feel thankful for that rule.
The anti-discrimination rule was built by the current director, right? The director's rank isn't that high, I think, so something about him understanding the feelings of the lower classes. Oh yeah, wasn't he an invisible man too?
Yes, he's pretty awesome. Is he your dad? His stance as an invisible man is really low, but he rose up to become the director just with his personal skills and abilities. I have to work harder to become an outstanding invisible man like the director.
Does the director really exist? Sounds a little fake.
What?
No one's seen the director in person.
Well, he's invisible.
Our homeroom teacher said he's taught here for 100 years, but has never seen the director.
What? Even if he is an invisible man, never being seen is a little mysterious. If he really has never been seen, it makes me wonder if he really exists at all. Nagi's secret director. Suddenly, Nagi's face clouded over. Nagi? His eyes seemed to lose their inner light as he stared off toward a particular point in space. I'm frightened by that look of Nagi, which I've never seen before. Oh, by the way, we have a report due next class. Did you finish it, Shiba?
What? Are you serious? I didn't do it at all!
I thought so. Nagi's clouded features clear out, and his usual tender smile returns. Eh? Spacey, what's wrong? Oh, no, nothing. Nothing. I wondered about his sudden change, but somehow I have a feeling that I shouldn't step deeper. I just smile back at him without asking anything. Nagi's the secret director. Episode 3. A straw in the wind. Oh, Bird, my hand is cramping, but you're sitting on it, and it's hard to... I don't want to, like... It's like I want to move my wrist, but like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. He's like... My hand is, like, sitting on the side of my computer, but, like, I kind of have my palm against the side of my computer, but, like, my fingers are on the back of my laptop, you know? And he is just, like, smushed against my hand, like, snuggling. But, like, I was getting such a cramp in my wrist, and I'm like, I have to adjust, but I don't want to, like... He's, like, just snuggling and, like, napping there, and because it's, like, warm there. Because, like, the heat from the computer, but I'm like, I don't want to move, but my wrist hurts. I'm getting a cramp in it, but, like, he was so comfy. The joys of pet ownership is, like, I really have to pee, but the cat is sleeping on me, so I cannot move. The benefit is when the bird is, like, snuggled up against my neck, I just take him with me. Like, he's gonna go with me anyway, and he's usually fine, but this is, like, a position where, like, he's precarious. He's balanced on one foot. The other one's tucked up, and he's, like, leaning his whole body against my hand, so if I move, he's gonna fall the fuck over. It's a little wobbly, so I'm like, oh god, I need to adjust my foot, but I can't, because I might shake the computer and the bird will fall off. Oh, good lord. Anyway, several weeks passed since I came to Aldrich School. I'm so happy to learn so many things that I didn't know before, and the lectures every day are so interesting. What? Nothing's happening, you're fine. But that doesn't mean that everything goes so smoothly. Oh, no, I have no idea. That day after the school, I stayed alone in the classroom and stared at the blank report paper. The sound of an opening door. Huh? Spacey, what are you doing? Nagi! What are you doing here? I thought you went home. Yes, I did go home, but I forgot my textbook and came back to get it. Ian, what are you doing, Spacey? Is that the report we have for homework? Yes, but I can't finish it at all. Nagi looks at the paper spread on the desk and reveals a wry smile. A report about your race, right? Oh, I see. Most of the students make a group by their races, but you're the only zombie. Yeah, and the page requirement is so high, I don't know what to do. How about you? Did you write the report in a group too? No, I also did it alone. I'm the only invisible man on this campus. Oh, really? Then we're the same. I'm the only invisible man on this campus. The director is an invisible man, so you're not. You're the only invisible student. So I'm just saying, Nagi, are you secretly the director? But you look like you already finished yours. Yeah, sorry. I finished it the day it was assigned. I feel uncomfortable leaving these kinds of assignments for later. I envy you. When I let out a sigh and put my head down on my desk, Nagi pat my head with his warm hand. I'm feeling so good that I breathe a sigh spontaneously. If you don't mind, I can help you, so please don't feel so down about it. Well, I don't really know that much about the life of a zombie. I need to write about our lifestyle, but everything's so normal to me I don't know what to write about. How about just writing those natural things? What? I told you before in the library, nobody really knows anything about zombies. Even things we thought we knew were incorrect. And therefore, I think anything you write will feel new and interesting. Anything? Yes, for example, Nagi sits down in front of me and uses his finger to knock on my papers. What do you do every day? Just write it down here. Every day? There must be something you have to do every day, right? Oh, I have to take medicine every day. What kind of medicine do you have? The medicine to prevent infection. I have it every day. I've had it every day since I was a child. I try harder to write down every question from Nagi and my answers. What do you pay special attention to in your daily life? I have to pay special attention to not get hurt. Zombies have bad circulation, so it takes a while for injuries to heal. Really? That's a big problem. It is. Every time I get hurt, it's hard to stop the bleeding and a bother to deal with. If it gets on my clothes, it's hard to wash it out, too. That's what bothers you? I have to watch out to prevent you from being hurt. You seem not to care for yourself much. I'm not a child anymore, don't worry. Really? It's only been a few weeks since you started here. Spacey, you've already put yourself in dangerous situations several times, so I need to keep my eyes on you like watching after a child. When did I do this? What? I puffed my cheeks out in annoyance, but Nagi just kindly stroked my head like he would a child's. I'm just kidding. Oh, hey, in the report, why don't you talk about your appearance as well? Appearance? Mine? Because you're very beautiful. I touched my cheeks with my fingers. I've been told so many times since I've come here, but I still wasn't used to it. I'm ordinary, nothing special. No, you are really very beautiful. I've told you before, I've never seen someone so beautiful like you. You're very lovely. What? Nagi rarely emphasizes anything like that, and I feel my heart beating faster and faster. Yeah, I mean, he is like smitten fast. Oh, sorry, I'm being silly. No, thank you. But I'm delighted to hear your compliments, but I've never really thought of myself as that beautiful. My grandma told me before, all the zombies are beautiful when they're young. All? Every zombie's so beautiful? Then that means the beauty's also a characteristic of zombies? Yeah, I think it might be. Because there are many zombies who are more beautiful than me. I'm not beautiful at all. That's why it always feels so strange to hear those compliments at school. Maybe you just didn't think so because you were surrounded by a lot of beautiful zombies. Zombies are amazing. Amazing? Really? I don't have much interest in that. Really? I thought all girls would be interested in cuteness and beauty and things like that. Erica's always saying that cuteness is justice. Erica would say that. But I don't want to judge what Erica said, but I just don't care about beauty. Because when zombies get old, our bodies will decay and finally become a skeleton. We only keep this appearance when we're still young. She's literally like, zombies are just women. We look really good when we're younger, and then we start getting older and everybody thinks we look like hags, even though we're just aging normally like everyone else. But like, God forbid, we be allowed to just age gracefully. No, it's, oh my god, look, she's wrinkled. So are you, Grandpa. What the fuck? I'm just saying. Don't you think fleeting beauty has no meaning? Ugh. You're like, I believe you, game, but yet, unfortunately, this is the world we live in. Shh, go away, Creative Cloud. You told me before that zombies would become skeletons one day. I didn't ask you at that moment, but don't you feel afraid of becoming like that? I think everyone will feel you're beautiful now. If you don't tell them that you're a zombie, they might even mistake you for a mermaid since you're so beautiful. Don't you feel regretful losing this beauty one day? Aren't you afraid of becoming ugly? God, Nagi, yeah, don't make me feel worse about my life. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not afraid. Because my grandma's already a skeleton, and I grew up looking at her every day. I see. That also is something normal for you. To accept all the things and not care about beauty. But not all zombies are alright with becoming a skeleton. Only me. I seem to be weird. I remembered, you also said that before. You said that zombies couldn't accept that fate and killed themselves before their bodies started to decay. I seem to be able to understand their feelings. Huh? Are you really not afraid of that? One day your body will decay and all that will be left of you will be your bones. I wonder if, like, invisible people, like, do they just all of a sudden become totally invisible when they get older? Because he's like, I kind of understand how they feel growing old. Like, maybe they just start to fade away, and, like, the reason why no one's seen the director is because he's actually fucking permanently invisible. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna decay and turn to bones. They just start to slowly fade away into nothingness. Do you really not care about your beauty? Not just because you have it now? Nagi? Nagi asked me seriously. Therefore, I answered him seriously, too. I'm not afraid, really. For me, this body is just a shape made of muscle and skin.
Like, don't we all wish we had her, like, thought process on it? Like, whatevs. I'm happy with my life. Doesn't matter if I'm pretty. I know that one day I'd become a skeleton, so I just think of it as a decoration. That's why I won't be afraid if I lose this appearance. No matter what I look like, I'm still me. You're so strong. Strong? If I were you, I wouldn't be able to say that. I really envy you a lot. Nagi? Nagi's face looked so sad as he lowered his head that I... Shit, this is touch his head or touch his cheeks? I feel like... Oh god, I don't know. I feel like touching his head is just like a nice gentle thing, like, oh, I'm gonna pat your head. Touching your cheeks is a little more forward. You know what I mean? Like... You know what I mean? Just think, like, if you're friends with someone and they kind of pat you on the head, you'd be like, what are you doing? Like, you'd be okay. But if they touch your cheek, you're like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, we're not romance partners yet. I know we're heading that way, but I feel like head pat friendly, cheek touch, little more romantic. And are we there yet where we could be more romantic with him? You know what I mean? Like, that might be a little too much at this point. So I'm going to go with the head. I don't know if that's right, though. Okay, good. Whew! Wiping the sweat off my brow. Whew! Spacey, why did you pat my head? Oh, sorry. You seem to be sad, so I am like a child. But thank you. Your hand is cool, but comfortable. It seems like I let you worry about me, but I'm fine, just as usual. Well, let's finish your report in a hurry and go back. The moon's almost set. If we don't go back before the moon completely set, the teacher would get angry. I was the one who derailed our conversation, wasn't I? I'm sorry, let's get back to the report now. Oh, okay. Nagi suddenly looked bright, but what I saw behind his smile was his rejection to prevent me from stepping in any further. Maybe he doesn't want to talk about it, but I'm worried about him. Nagi's been taking good care of me ever since I've come to the school. Therefore, I also want to do something for him. Maybe I should have made more friends back at home. I really don't have any idea what I can do in this situation. Spacey? I'm really fine, so don't make that face, okay? It hurt me more to see you make that face. Sorry! I don't mean to. Well, then just give me a smile. I think you're cuter when you're smiling. My heart skipped a beat as he smiled sweetly at me. What is this feeling? My chest is buzzing and it feels uncomfortable, yet comfortable. How strange. That is literally life. You're like, this feels good, but bad. Like, I feel comfortable, yet very uncomfortable. And it's like, that's just like, that is the contradiction of comfortable, but also uncomfortable. Like, that is literally just life. The complete contradiction of how you feel. Good, but bad. It's hot, but also cold. Like, you're like, life, just big contradictions. It's weird. I put my hands on my cheeks and let out a little sigh. I'm gonna guess this is the end of this chapter. Y'all. We're about 15 minutes. Okay, this is what I was estimating. We get through like 4 each time. Yeah. Rejection. Ouch. Rejected me already. Studying every day renewed my love for learning. And I always find myself reading a lot of books at the library before heading back to the dorms. And today was no exception. Is that Nagi, though? Is this like Nagi's perspective? Because it feels more like that's something Nagi would say. Oh. On the way back to my room, there were several students around the lounge corner located at the end of the hallway. I mean, it's weird because I'm like, we didn't go into Shiba's perspective, but like, it renewed my love of learning. I mean, you wanted to learn. You didn't really learn before. You know what I mean? So, slightly awkward, but okay. And thanks to the prohibition of discrimination, I can study here. And my rank as an invisible man is low, so things like that happen all the time. From that day, I also feel a little afraid of the other students, except those who I get along well with. Most of the time, Nagi and Erika accompany me, but when I'm alone, what if I encounter trouble and get hurt?
Zombies' bodies are easily hurt, and once we get hurt, it takes us a long time to recover. It's not rare for a zombie to die from an injury. I have to try not to draw too much attention. I walk quickly to pass those students, but I open my eyes wide in surprise as someone grabbed my arm forcefully. Hey! Oh, hey, you! Aren't you the zombie the rumors are about? Rumor? Your face really is beautiful. I thought zombies would be more disgusting. It's hard to approach you since you're always with Erica. Seeing your face closely, your beauty really makes me mad. Hey! We're interested in you. How about chatting with us? Oh, no,
Are you in a hurry? Or whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter at all, you know? I think you already know, but zombies are the lowest rank. So don't you think disobeying me is kind of suicide?
But kind of suicide? Does that mean they'll kill me if I don't do as they say? The little fear in my heart was magnified by their words. I can feel my feet slightly trembling. Wow! Oh, isn't she trembling? She's so cute. We're not planning to eat you at all. We just want to be your friends. So, will you'll come have a chat, right? Their words may be kind, but this is more like a threat. What should I do? No. Even though they said they want to be my friends, their smiles are filled with malice and really make me feel uncomfortable. Even if I do sit down to talk to them, their attitudes tell me that there's no guarantee they won't do anything to me. At this school, open rank discrimination is prohibited. But the strong stepping all over the weak is the rule of this world. Even more horrible things happen when where the lights don't shine.
Hey, what are you just standing there for? Didn't I tell you to come over here?
Oh! He forcefully pushed my shoulder and shoved me to the ground. Bang. Ow! Hey, be careful not to make a wound that could be seen. Yeah, that'll cause some trouble later.
Yeah, I know.
The boy put on a twisted smile as he reached towards me.
Hey, stand up!
No! I don't think we should call... Ooh. Well, there's the thing. I think we should call for Nagi, but Nagi's low on the totem pole. So, like, Erica would be a better choice. But this is Nagi's route. So... This game makes me second guess myself. Because you would think, we're in Nagi's route. We should call for Nagi. We should want him to help us because it's his route. But at the same time, he's going to be like, why would you call for me? There's nothing I'm going to do. They're just going to beat the shit out of me too. Like, Erica's the best bet. But, like... Would we get more points for saying Nagi because he's our love interest? Or do we get more points for going the smart route and choosing Erica because Erica is the stronger one? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm going to take the risk. Well, look, it's Nagi's route, so the right answer should be Nagi. But again, at the same time, you're like, but Erica's the smarter choice and Nagi usually likes learning, and that would be, you know what I mean? But it's his route, so I feel like we should go. Okay, phew. Nagi! I can't help closing my eyes and call for Nagi in my mind. Oh, the air suddenly moved. Ah! At the same time, the boy who was reaching toward me let out a scream. When I opened my eyes in surprise, I found the arm stretched toward me engulfed in bright red flames.
So hot! Anyone, please!
In the chaos that followed, all I could do was sit there and cower. And then... Here. A familiar voice reached my ears and my arms started to lift by themselves. This voice... Is it Nagi? Not now. Hurry. Pulled by a the hell? There was something in the corner of my eye. It was probably just a bird flying by the window, but it was like, weird. Pulled by a strong power, I ran away from there hurriedly. Dawn? It's a weird way to say, like, the door closed. Like, are you okay, Spacey? Oh, sorry, I forgot that. Before he finished talking, Nagi melted into view. Did they hurt you, Spacey? Nagi! When I saw Nagi's face, I rushed into his arms. Nagi! They must have scared you. I should have come earlier. I'm sorry. No! I shook my head in Nagi's arms. It was terrifying. I didn't know what they would do to me, what I would do if they hurt me. Because you came, Nagi, When I looked up, I see his eyes filled with worry. You're safe now. When I feel relieved by seeing his tender smile, I suddenly realize what I've done and jump away from him instantly. So, I always see that and it's supposed to be sorry, but the way they do the ... or like, instead of doing a dash, like, sorry, I think she's saying so, and I always get messed up, because, like, the dots are, like, way up here instead of down, and, like, they don't have a dash, when you know what I mean? It's like, it's just, formatting is so bizarre. Sorry, Don't think too much. I know you just felt scared. I should have stayed with you all the way. I knew clearer than anyone what a low-class one might encounter. Oh, he's calling us low class. Like, what someone in a lower class is what he's saying, but it was like, just worded weird. Anyway, I'm sorry, Spacey. Nagi suddenly lowered his head like he was trying to hold something back. He looks like he's crying. I do like that they throw, like, tears in the eye, like they did that to Shiba and him too, like, aw, they're emotional. Like, 'cause they're sweet. They're good people. It's okay to be emotional, man or woman. Like, you know. But I like, instead of being like, man, I'm just gonna be tough, it's like, I'm gonna cry because I feel sad. That's good! It's okay to cry when you feel sad. I cry all the time about everything. I'm angry, I cry. I'm happy, I cry. I just cry. So, like, you know, I appreciate seeing people crying. Aside from the girl crying, because, like, you looked at another girl! I mean, because we do that too, but, like, you know what, game? Stop rubbing it in my face. Anyway.
What are you doing? Don't bite me. I'm not trying to touch you. It's fixing my thing. She was a nasty bird. She was a nasty bird. You're so mean. She was a nasty little bird. She's the meanest bird to get your beak. To get your beak and give your beaky rubs. Oh, silly bird.
Anyway. Lowered his head like, okay, we were good. No, it's me. I should pay more attention. Nagi and... Oh, I hate it when they do that too. You and Erica always warn me about that. I know that, like, when you're speaking in Japanese, you'd say the person's name instead of you, but it's weird in English when you're like, Nagi and Erica always warn me about that. Like, you're talking about the person that's not there instead of saying you. Like, I get it's a cultural thing, but it's like, when you're doing it in Japanese, I don't think it would feel as weird, but when you say it in English, it feels freaking weird. I'm sorry to let you worry about me. And every once in a while, the translation is awkward. That was weird, too. Why do we just keep apologizing to each other? Oh, we do. Seeing Nagi finally smile, I also reveal a big smile. That was so surprising. You were the one who set the other boy on fire, right? That's also an invisible man's ability? No, of course not. I just turned myself invisible, and once I was close, I poured oil on him and lit it with a lighter. I remember what you said before about how zombies don't heal very well. When I thought about how you might get hurt and get into serious trouble, I just couldn't help but act. Nagi, I also feel surprised about what I've done. This is my first time fighting back. Maybe I also feel a little excited. But is it fine to even do that? What'll happen once they know that was done you? What will happen once they know that was done you? What will happen once they know that was done by you? Okay, maybe that's what they meant to say. I feel so afraid just imagining the worst situation. Wow. Don't worry. The oil and the lighter all belong to them. I just borrowed them for a while. I didn't leave any clues. I don't think they'll find enough evidence for revenge. No, they're gonna think it was me. And thank you for worrying about me. Oh, sorry. Nagi gives me a tender smile. They keep missing words in this one. But because it's so tender, somehow it makes me feel much more anxious. Like, I know he said when we first started the trial, like, it's really not that bad. And then they're just like, we're going to miss a lot of words and make things awkward. So you kind of trip over everything. It's really not that bad, but it's still like, game, don't make me take away that point. Why did you do all that for me? What? When you were attacked, you never wanted to fight back, right? Even when I wanted to say something back, you still stopped me. Oh. You obviously hate to argue with someone, so why? I just can't imagine if something happened to you. Eh? I don't care if anyone hurt me. Unlike you, I can heal normally, so as long as nobody kills me, I'll be fine. but I don't like to see you getting hurt. Nagi. Nagi always goes out of his way to avoid conflict, but he was angry for me. I'm so happy about that. However, please stop saying that you don't care about how much you might get hurt. What? I also don't want you to get hurt. I don't want to see you getting hurt. Spacey, don't keep silent about what happened to you. If somebody tries to hurt you, you should tell them to... It's fine. I'm fine. I can't do anything about what anyone says or does to me. Why? It's not because your rank is low, is it? Because I'm also... No. No, Spacey. You're totally different. You and I... We're totally different. The value of our existence is totally different. Value? If anyone does anything to me, I don't have any right to comment that is unfair. Why would you say that? And also, I'm on the bottom, so... You say, like, he's like, the value of our existence is totally different. You're saying that as if you think you're lower than me, but I'm lower than you, so it comes off weird. You know what I mean? Like, I get that he's trying to be like, no, you're worth more than me. Don't worry about it. But he is technically higher on the class totem pole, so when he says that, it's like, wow, you think so high of yourself, huh? That's not what he's saying, but it's just, it's really weird. You're like, huh. It's obviously however he personally feels or something else, but... Anyway, what do you mean by value? Are you telling me you have no value? Yes. You're so beautiful, cute, and kind. It's not about your rank. You're just so wonderful. Look at you, you adorable little sugar cookie. The wonderful one's you, Nagi. You always help me. No, I'm not helping you because I want to. What? I felt so shocked, just like I was hit by lightning. Nagi quickly realized what he had said and his face froze. Then he turned away from me awkwardly. Wow, ouch. Oh, pretty. Sorry, I think I'm really worked up. I've said too much. No, wait, Nagi! I'm sorry, but can you just go home for today? I'll accompany you to your room just in case. Just go home. A firm rejection. It was much firmer than that smile he showed me before, like he had built an invisible wall between us. See what you did there. I know that Nagi doesn't want anyone to take another step towards him anymore. But, Nagi, I'm not done talking to you. Why would you say that you have no value? I know it may not be any of my business, but Spacey, I'm a little tired today. Can we talk about this tomorrow? His voice was uncharacteristically cold. If I insist on continuing forward, he'll surely close the door firmly and finally. Therefore, I say nothing in the end. You see, I'm sorry. I apologized with a low voice and left his room. I'll accompany... It's fine! They kill me, I'll be fine. Anyway, this is a perfect place to stop. So, I'm going to stop here and we'll continue. So, we'll probably get to episode 8 maybe, and then we'll get one of whatever ending. Right now, we're closer to a happy ending, but who the fuck knows what's going to happen in these 6 chapters. So yeah, it'll be like 3 parts to do kind of our ending. And then, well, then we get like 3 or 4 more parts after this, like whatever. I think I was banking on at least 7 parts per character, so something like that. But anyway, we will continue next time and start in chapter 5. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.